Hello, bro.
What's up, Andreas? Nice to see you.
You too. And thank you for joining me on this client interview.
Of course, my
Um,
pleasure.
awesome. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, Sebastian is, together with his partner, whose name is also Andreas, running the agency-driven scaling. And you basically help like coaches in general and also like mostly fitness coaches get more clients and scale their business. And as I understand, you just had your first like 50K month and you're
Yeah,
scaling really fast towards 100K month. So, yeah, Seb, would you just like introduce yourself much better than I just did and
of course.
basically tell about your goals and where you're heading?
Definitely, man. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the introduction as well. Really good to be here. Um, so, my name is Sebastian Strum. I've been working in the agency space now for around 2 to 3 years, pretty intensely, like most days, 7 days per week, 16 hours per day. So I think I've been moving pretty fast in the space. I've had good months, I've had bad months, I've had good evolutions of my business and also bad evolutions of my business. And with what we're standing in right now is probably, hopefully, and most likely the last, not the last, but you could say like the last evolution of our business, at least when it comes to like a productization type of things with the agency. So right now we work with scaling coaches, as you mentioned, mostly fitness coaches, just because I like fitness. So that's why we kind of want to niche to that as well. We help them scale through social media, through ads, content, of course, creating ecosystems for them. We've been doing this now for a long, or for 2 years, as I said, like specifically in the fitness niche. And yeah, our goals, we just hit our first like 50K month with this project as well. I've had 50K months before in other like ventures, but not in this one, which is really cool because it really shows how cool our systems now that we have in place are, and how well we can scale this way past this. I have no, no, I'm not afraid of scaling 10x this like easily. I think we will be able to reach 500K months pretty quickly with what we got in place now. So that's our goal. Like we want to reach 300K per month within next at least let's say at least a year, which should be very doable, manageable. So yeah, that's basically a short rundown of who I am, and yeah, so far, I can just keep ranting a little bit upon like what we've been doing so far, because the reason why we started, working together, me and Andreas, or well, not working together, but you helping us with creating all this shit that we've created now, bro. It's been insane. It's been so cool and so good. What I've realized through the last 2 to 3 years now is that the agency space, the marketing space, the digital online space is no one knows shit about what's going on. No one knows how to create a good product. No one knows how to run their own business well. And I'm not saying that I am perfect and we're doing it the best way possible, but I have at least realized that no one knows anything, right? I'm not
Yeah.
saying that I know a lot either, right? I'm just saying that no one knows anything. And when you realize that, you also realize that you have to move from a innovator's eye when you are actually creating products, when you're creating your business. And I think that's the weak point a lot of people in my shoes have when they're running an agency. They just think like, oh, how can I hustle my way up to this and this? How can
Yeah.
I get 100K per month and this and this? But I don't think that long term like innovation side of things, when you're actually creating a real business, like fucking Elon Musk type of like innovation, like proper real business side of things. I think a lot of these online businesses, they don't treat their business as a business. They treat it as like some get money, get rich quick scheme, where there's they just go out and like hustle.
Yeah.
So that's why I contacted you as well, because I saw that gap of like, okay, we have to create some cool systems here. We have to create something that is both leverageable for our times, because bro, our time is limited. We only have 24 hours in a day, and we that we can also scale up while still providing the most amount of value as possible. So I started. My brain always goes into crazy mode when I start thinking, so I can't think that much. But I started thinking about this in, I think it was this summer. Now it's November. So this summer, like a couple of months ago, like how can I create this product, this thing now where I can like take everything that I have in my brain, me and Andreas, my partner, and like put it into something that's like cool, value driven, innovating, and also just really, really awesome for everyone involved. And I can actually produce real results for people. And I started like thinking, and that's when we kind of now started the program that we have, which is like a hybrid consulting / mentorship program, which we call Inner Circle, that you've been helping us now like systemize and create. And dude, as I said, it's so awesome the stuff we build out. I wish we could show everyone here on this video as well, like it all, but we have to gatekeep it. So,
Yeah,
but it's
probably.
so cool. It's so cool. So yeah, that was a lot of ranting and a lot of yapping, but it's been such a cool journey, like working with you, and I'm sure we'll dive deeper into it as well.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Seb. Was really yeah, a lot of yapping, but you're good at that. But thank you very much. Just to like for the viewer or for the listener, just to kind of specify a little bit like what we built out here. Um, what do you think like were the challenges before you reached out? Because like you said this about you wanting to put your whole brain into this product and basically productize your knowledge.
Yeah.
So how would you say that the work I've helped you with has helped you like solve that problem?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the problem that I realized pretty quickly, again, is like back to the bottlenecks. It's like I have big goals for myself and my business and like what we want to kind of achieve. And I realized pretty quickly that we can't reach what we want to reach if we're limited to like sitting there pressing buttons, like scaling up with with tasks that can be automated and systems that should be created. So that was like a big thing for us. Like we used so much time on like brain power on like creating out roadmaps for all of our clients. We used a lot of brain power in just like how we structure the follow-ups. We used a lot of brain power in even just sending out resources to all of our clients as well. And now like we've built out something so cool that basically with incorporating AI, with incorporating like just taking all the knowledge that we have from our brain, just putting it on paper, and then incorporating AI with it. It's been such a cool journey with like removing that bottleneck for us and just saving us so much time. Like now it's almost like I'm just sitting here. I'm like, is this even right? Like I have too much time now. Like what the fuck is going on? Like it's insane. So yeah, I don't know if that answered your question, but we were struggling with like seeing that okay, if you want to reach like big numbers per month, and you don't even have to like want to reach big numbers. Maybe you just want to have more time in your day, as I've kind of have right now, because now, as I
Yeah.
said, we're making like 50K per month, which is like sure, it's for some it's a lot, for some it's not a lot. For me, I don't view it as a lot, but I'm making 50K per month now by just I don't have to even work. I have to show up to some calls, right? Because it is all such just
Dialed
put
in.
into systems and yeah, dialed in.
Yeah.
So now like I see, as I said, like we can scale so crazy, and I think people don't realize that they kind of need the stuff that we have in place now until they reach that level of like, okay, now I don't have more time in my day. I may be able to outsource to like more employees, which is also such a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like getting employees, I've had so many employees over the few years that have just been fucking bad, wasting me money. So yeah, this is like a full-time employee that's just running, to be honest,
Yeah.
the stuff we've created now.
Okay, and then actually, that's a very good question to my like a very good answer to my question. But I think like the obvious benefit to automating stuff and implementing AI is yeah obviously time saving. Like you
Yeah.
save a lot of time using AI. You save a lot of time automating things, building like big workflows. But what would you say like is some of the more hidden benefits to the system we've built?
Yeah.
What are like some benefits you'll see in the near future from us building this out?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, as I said, like time is a huge thing. Another really big thing as well is just like being able to. I think time is a bigger thing that people realize, because that's the thing that we don't have unlimited of, right? And if I have more time, then I can also create better products. That's the thing that I've kind of realized, is that I think a lot of people, they end up going into that thing where they're like struggling so much with, like, they don't have enough time to then be able to think and then create better products. So in one way you could say that, okay, what we have now is also like giving me the capacity to become a better business owner, creating better products as well, right? But it has also like just both increased the perceived value like crazy on our product. It's like it's the exact same product, or not the exact same product, it's a lot better now, but like the value is very similar now to what it was before, but I have removed the time aspect of it a lot from me, but it's also like a better product. So like I both save time and it's also just a better product with a higher perceived value for our clients. So now I like we're even increasing the prices now 50% of what we used to be charging, just because it's the perceived value is so crazy, like what we've kind of created now. So yeah, that's I guess like a hidden benefit, just the perceived value, and like working with you now is just such an obvious like directly and both like indirectly ROI, and it's so easy to see how we're just making our money back like in no, like even now, like we just finished up the work with each other for the last like month or something. We've already like made our money worth of it. So like, and this system is going to be running now for the next 5 years. Or I mean, of course, we're probably going to have to get you in and tweak some things in there when AI becomes even crazier. But like, it's such a obvious thing as a business owner to just look at, and just of course it makes sense to just go for it, you know.
Yeah. I think just to add something, like, I think the system we've built has also been like, yeah, it increases perceived value in the sense that the clients, like your clients, won't see that everything is automated and everything is basically AI generated, or like much of it. Much of like the stuff we productized is automated, but they won't notice. So the perceived value is like through the roof.
Exactly.
In that
Because they feel
sense.
like they get that, you know, personal touch. And I mean, it is personal. It's not, I want to preface here that it's not just AI that we would just fucking,
No,
we
of
have a
course
chat
not.
GPT here, like, can you create this and this? Like, we've used a lot of like, both like Andreas has created some really cool things where like, it's actually really good. But of course, we took my brain and just created like a second brain with everything we have. So it's, instead of me having to repeat myself, now the AI can just talk to each other and just like,
Exactly.
fix it. So it's so insane, because I literally just, it's almost like scary, because I've like duplicated myself. Now I don't have to, like, we don't need me anymore. Now the AI can just cut me off, and then the AI can just run my business almost. So it's insane how AI works and how that has been moving. But yeah, it's, I would say, like, man, I think you have like two different, like, this is a tangent, this is a side tracking, but
Yeah, sure.
it's a pretty important points, a pretty important point, because I think as business owners, you always, if you're scared of like investing, then you're just a bad business owner. Like the last 2 to 3 years, I've invested everything. Like, just I get in and I reinvest it. I get in and reinvest it, because that's when you don't see that much right now, but back to the system, like it's giving me even now just so quickly like ROI. Imagine what it'll do the next like 2 years. Like it'll be so insane how much both time and direct money I also save from it, or make from it. So I think, like, if there's anyone watching this video that are like thinking about it, then you're stupid if you don't go for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think like business is, yeah, first of all, obviously about trading like your value for money, of course.
Yeah.
But the other thing is it's very much like about just trading your time, or like trading your money to get more time, or like how do you level up in that sense? Like how do you get more leverage in any way like possible? And this is just one of the ways you can do this.
Yeah.
So
And
I
I
think,
think, like,
yeah, go.
yeah, just want to add to that as well, because I feel like uh, an objection that I guess, like, I don't know, I don't think that I had it, but I could imagine other people have it, is that, oh, but I have enough time. Yes, you
Yeah.
have time right now, but not if you're gonna hit your goals. Like, you might be doing this, the people that are watching, you might be doing like 10K, 15K, 20K. You might feel like you have all the time in the world. You might think to yourself, oh, but if I just stop scrolling TikTok for 2 hours per day, then I have 2 hours more to get clients.
And
Yes,
good
of
luck with
course you
that.
can. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Yes, of course you can stop fucking scrolling TikTok. If you are already scrolling TikTok, then that's either going to like acquire a lot of brain power from you to do it. You should, like, if you're a business owner and you're scrolling TikTok 2 hours per day, you should probably stop it. But that's another point. But
Yeah.
it will acquire a lot of brain power. But it will also get to that point where you have now acquired those 2 hours, and then where are you going to get your time now? Like, you won't have more time. There's going to be a certain time or a certain level where you just don't have more time, and
Yeah.
that's when you like really hit you'll either burn out, and this is almost like just some medicine. The stuff that we've created, it's almost medicine to burning out as well, because again, it's just saving me time. Now I'd say like this week, I've just been doing content. The last, like, before we started and kind of when we were in the process of like the stuff that you created, like before we fully got it in, I wasn't like burning out, but I was working so much like on the service delivery, on the different roadmaps, this and that. Now it's like now I have a lot of time, like I can create content. Dude, the last 3 days after we got it fully up and running, oh my God, my brain has been so clear. I've just been creating such good content. And that is like, again, indirect ROI, because now I don't have to focus on like doing all the manual shit. I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself here, but it's just, it's this stuff we created is so cool. It's honestly, guys, that's also another like a positive thing about it. It's just the self-pride that I have in it, knowing that this is my product and looking at it and be like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Like, it's so cool. And like also working with you, like, because we've had a lot of calls where like I've been sitting there, man, at like 11 at night, and I've just been thinking, and then I get this crazy idea in my head. I'm like, fuck, this can't be possible. Like, I think about something crazy that we should implement. I'm like, I'll send a voice note to you, and I'll be like, dude, this would be so insane to add in, and it would be like, but I don't, and I'll say like, I don't think it's possible. Like, I can't understand how that would be possible to do, because it's magic. And then you just send it over, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll fix that. And then fucking a week later it's fixed, which is just crazy. And I think that's also been a really cool thing, like working with you, because it's like when you just look at like, I think if you look back to our first call,
Yeah.
it was probably like, we want this and this and this. And that would be like, looking back, like just a fraction of what we kind of ended up actually having, because it kind of evolved under the way, right?
I agree.
Because as I said, like back to innovation, right? I think us in this space, you have to be innovating, like thinking new. So now, like, I just look at my product and I'm like, I just smile. I'm so proud of it. I tell it to the team all the time, like, this product is so fucking cool. It has so much value, but it's just cool. Like, it's just cool to look at. It's just cool to have. So yeah, because we've really productized our services like crazy now, and I think that's actually like another kind of like sidetrack here as well, is because if you're an agency that's like thinking about exiting your agency like in the future, then you need this shit. And that's also something that like I've been thinking like in my back, in the back of my head, like, how can I now start building an agency that I at least have the potential to exit someday? Because it will never be bad for you to have that opportunity of at least you can exit it. So if you have the proper team in-house, if you have the client acquisition side of things in the agency like proper as well, and then you have the systems as well, like I literally think that we could potentially exit the agency within the next couple of years, even though exiting, oh my God, that word is hard, but exiting an agency is really hard, and it's like, most people of course can't. There is a possibility, and you have those people that do it, but then you need these things in place. And then it's like, okay, back to the initial investment with like working with you, no brainer. If I can fucking sell my agency for 100x that, if not more, 1000x that, right, in the future. So that's just another point that I was like, it's very like future, like ahead driven, but it is important to realize that you have to start building those bricks now as an agency owner. That is like, just, even if you're just starting out, at least think in those ways, so you don't get stuck in that hamster wheel where a lot of people kind of end up getting stuck. And I've been stuck there too before.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, it's all about like building the bricks from the start, and just kind of making your whole agency like undependent on you, or stop like having your agency being dependent on you, basically.
Yeah,
Because that's really like, you have to remove yourself as the bottleneck.
exactly.
Okay, so now that you've just said all these good things, now I just wanted to be completely honest. Like, even though the outcome has been good, I wanted to like elaborate a bit more on like the whole process, like when you reached out to me and like the whole process. Do you think like could have delivered faster or could have like responded faster, whatever? Like, do you think? I just wanted to be honest. Like, if you say anything,
Yeah,
I'll just let it be in here. Just yeah, I wanted to just be
bro.
honest about the process.
I thought this thing would take like 3 or 4 months, bro, to do. To be honest, like because I think when we started out, you put out this timeline. I was like, yeah, there's no way when I hit that time. Like, there's no way. Like, it was like way more. And I think like because I didn't even recognize when like you put the timeline. I didn't even like realize that you set the dates that you kind of set. So when I was like, I think I sent you a message like a week ago, like, man, like, when do you think we can have this up and running? Just out of curiosity. And you were like, bro, it'll be done in a week. I was like, what the fuck? Do you mean a month? Like, there's like no way this can be a week. Because as I said, like, there's been, it's literally magic, the stuff that we've like built out. And I can't believe that it works. It has to be magic. I don't think, like, either it has to be magic or we're just living in a matrix or something. Because this shit is like, it isn't human. So now, to be honest, man, and I'm not just sitting here glazing you like for no reason, because the speed has been insane. Like, I don't understand how it's possible to get all that done in that short amount of time. Because I said, like, I literally in my head, like, subconsciously, or more consciously, I thought it would be at least 4 more weeks or something, like 2-3x the time that we actually spent. So no, I think it's good, man. And I also, yeah, been loving working with you. Been loving the process. You answer quickly. You reply to my crazy ideas, and you say that's no problem. So you're very problem solving oriented as well, which I appreciate, because as I said, like, I have so many crazy ideas, but I've always thought that, okay, some of these ideas just can't be done, so I've kind of just like put them away. But for you, it was like, okay, all the crazy ideas, I can just spit them out, and then it'll actually happen. And then you also have implemented some cool ideas that you've also thought of.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, bro. I think we won't drag this out like too much, but I really appreciate all the good things you said.
Of course.
For the ones like considering not necessarily working with me, but for the ones considering just automating stuff in their business or implementing AI or like just kind of trading, as we talked about, like trading the things or the money or the time they have now to just get some systems that make their agency not dependent on them. Like, what would you say to them? Like, to,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm from the north of Norway, so I'm always very direct. And I'll say directly as well here that you're kind of stupid, as I said already, if you're not thinking about automating stuff, if you haven't thought about it. And also, like, bro, I used to be one of those guys. I used to be like, AI, man, I don't know about AI. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how it
yeah,
works. It's too hard. Like, I'll just do it the manual way, and that will be like the charm of it. Like, that will be my
yeah,
unique thing, that I don't use AI and everyone else uses it. But it's like, bro, you're getting left in the dust by people like me. To be completely transparent, you are. Because, and not because like I'm crazy, but because I invest in the shit like Andreas, because it's just insane how as I said, it's gonna at least 10x our business the next 6 months. So I'll just say, man, like, if you're thinking about it, then you just have to do it. And nevertheless, you should just at least, I don't know if you do calls or stuff, Andreas, but just get in touch with Andreas and like at least ask about what's possible, and he'll show you like some of the stuff. Hopefully he don't show you like all the stuff we've been working on, because it's too crazy. We gotta gatekeep it. But no, it's insane. I know the space is also moving so quickly, so I know it's gonna be, if people watch this, now it's November, if people watch this in like January, it'll be completely, not completely new, but just even better. So
yeah,
just if you're watching this in the future as well, bro, now you gotta get going now, unless you want to get left in the dust. So no, I think yeah, it sums it up. I think you just have to go for it. And as I said, like, it's going to be one of those things that if you don't do it now, then you are going to do it in the future anyways. And the earlier you can do it, the better results you're going to get anyways. Because as I said, like, it's literally already made back its investment, and we haven't even like getting it all proper up and running. And even just the things that, like, because a small and simple thing that we have, or I don't know, simple, but a small and cool thing that we implement is like just the wins thing, just like also tracking the wins. And I know how specific we want to get into all this stuff, but like the win stuff where like our clients can like send in wins, and that's just a small thing, but it's such a good thing to have, because Now I just get like daily wins in the chat in this Slack channel. I can just go in, Instagram, boom, Instagram, boom, Instagram, boom. They can both see the wins, but they can also see, okay, this guy has a fucking cool product. He has order in the system. It's not a fucking WhatsApp message like, hey, bro, I got a new sale today. That is just the perceived value again. Who is the boss? It's Sebastian Strum. I'm humble enough to say that. And then you have like the other guys that are sending the WhatsApp messages. Just from like an outstander perspective, and I'm joking around, like saying that I'm the boss. This is just
No, not.
I'm just putting it. I'm not. No, but it's just putting it like on the edge, right? Because from like from jokes to seriosity or to seriousness, whatever you say,
Yep. Yep.
from a perceived value side of things, and this is like back to marketing basics. Of course, if you're sitting here and you see like back to those simple things with like just a Slack win and with the cool shit that you've implemented, and I post that, and then you have another guy that's posting like he's talking to someone on WhatsApp, and you can see it's a WhatsApp message, and it's like, I closed a deal today.
Yeah.
You know, it isn't the same. It's just that small thing alone is just going to increase the perceived value like crazy. Because the thing is that in the space we are in with like marketing, running marketing agencies, consulting, whatever it is, there's so many people that are kind of coming in. How can you differentiate yourself and like increase the perceived value? It is through this stuff like this. So, yeah, everything I've said in this podcast, I've been joking a little bit here and there. I've been putting it on the edge. I'm not this cocky, really. We've been joking a little bit, but for real, like you really should just take action on these things, because the time saving alone is like going to be so valuable for you, and you will realize this at some point. So it's just better to get it done right now.
I totally agree. Couldn't agree more. Well, Sebastian, thank you very much for all the glazing and just for being you. I really have enjoyed working with you, because I think it's been awesome communication, and it's been awesome just getting new ideas along the way, evolving the thing we started with. Like it was just like 3 or 4 things we started with, and then it's just been evolving. And I really like the creative process, and just also the sense that I can really feel that you're going to use this. Does it make sense? Like like many times in the past, I've created cool stuff that I like love to build out, and I know like this is going to provide so much value, but then my clients like really haven't used it. But so I really appreciate that. I can sense that this is really like providing actual value in your business, and it's something I appreciate as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it really is. And I've also really enjoyed working with you, as I said. I'm definitely going to be using it in the future as well with other stuff that we're going to be implementing, because as I said, like it's always innovating. Like you have to stay sharp in the market if you really want to become a leader. And it's so easy now also to just take over the market, because as I said, no one is really thinking outside of the box, thinking how can they innovate. You should really, like, if someone is watching this, that's a really big thing. Like I appreciate it so much.
Okay, cool, man. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you another time.
Thank you.
Bye.